Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, no one like. Oh yeah, one like. Oh yeah, no one like. Oh yeah, no one, no one. Hello, hello, how you doing? My angel, my one and only, the only one that I'm missing. Where they bring me joy and blessings, you know that I love you, and I can't wait to say I do. But before we walk down the aisle, I just wanna let you know that you're the finest. Like you be the finest being I've seen. You're the brightest. The way you the shine, you the bling like me. You're the highest. When it comes to rating, you're the lead. My princess, my only one lover. Girl, I just wanna let you know that no one be like you. See, I don't go different places, I've seen many faces. No one be like you. So they cannot replace you, cause you are a blessing. No one be like you. You're driving me crazy, cause you are my baby. No one be like you. No one, no one like you. One like you. No one, one like you. One like you. No one, no one. About a year ago, before I met you, yeah, there was no possibility for me to be rescued. But thank God I found you, girl. I cannot do without you. Now since I go different places, I've seen many faces that cannot replace you. With you I gain many blessings. Girl, you want my life, you're the finest. Yeah, now you be the finest being I've seen. You're the brightest. The way you the shine, you the bling like me. You're the highest. When it comes to rating, you're the lead. My princess, my only one lover. And I guess it's time to let you know that no one be like you. See, I don't go different places, I've seen many faces. No one be like you. They cannot replace you, cause you are a blessing. No one be like you. You're driving me crazy, cause you are my baby. No one be like you. No one, no one like you. One like you. No one, one like you. One like you. That's what we say. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, no one like. Oh yeah, one like. Oh yeah, no one like. Oh yeah, no one, no one. Yeah, you're the finest. Yeah, now you be the finest I've ever seen. The way you the shine, you the bling like green. Hey, when it comes to rating, you're the lead. My princess, my only one lover. Girl, I guess it's time to let you know that no one like you. So many things, so many things like you. Everything without you, there's no possibility. There's no positivity. Always negativity. Ain't gonna find you. Hey, you are my everything. You are my destiny. This is reality. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh
African queen. Ooh Lord, ooh Lord. Just like the sun, light up the earth, you light up my life. The only one I ever see with a smile so bright. Hey, and just yesterday, you came around my way. You changed my horse in way with your astonishing beauty. Oh, You couldn't make a brother sing. No ordinary thing, a supernatural being. And no, you are brighter than the moon, brighter than the star. I love you just the way you are. And you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. You take me where I never been. You make my heart go ding-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. And you remind me of a thing, and that is the African beauty. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, you are my African queen. Oh, Lord, ooh, Lord. Out of a million, you stand as one, the outstanding one. I look into your eyes, girl, what I see is paradise. Hey, you captivated my soul. Now every day I want you more. I cannot deny this feeling I'm feeling inside. Hey, no one cannot take your place, you cannot take your space. That is a fact I cannot erase. And no, you are the one that makes me smile, make me float like a boat upon the Nile. Girl, you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. You take me where I never been. You make my heart go ding-a-ling-a-ling. Yeah, you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. And you remind me of a thing, and that is the African beauty. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. Ooh, you are my African queen, and I know, oh yes I know. You are my African queen, and I know. See I know what I am feeling in my heart and in my soul. Oh, I know that it's His love, and I know that this love was surely sent from up above. Cause you're the only one that I think of. You are my African queen, and I know that it means that you're the only one that I will serve. I'll give you my heart, my love, my body and my money, every other thing you think of. In a man who could think of anything better than you, who could think of ever hurting you. Sacrifice my all, I'll give it all to you. You are my African queen, for real. You are my African queen, the girl of my dream, the girl of my dream. Yeah, I've never been. Oh, na na, yeah. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, lolly. You are my African queen. You are my African queen, girl of my dream, my African. You remind me of a thing. Oh, that is the African. So black, so beautiful. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Munyemo, I love you, I love you, I love you. Munyemo, I love you, I love you. Oh yeah, my African queen. I love you, I love you.
If I lose it all, will you still be there for me? If I don't get money, oh, will you still be loving me? If you knew my weakness, will you stand by me? See one bamba me, ja show my shake, let me. So promise me you'll grow with me and ride with me till the sun goes down, yeah. Promise me you'll grow with me and ride with me till the sun
now forever, no go feel retire. If I call your name, baby, will you answer? I will answer you, baby. Mo fẹ́ bí mo méjì, will you be the father? Promise me you grow with me and ride with me till the sun goes down. Promise me you grow with me and ride with me till the sun goes down.
I promise you, I will never give up on us.
And I'll ride with you till 144.
If I lose it all, will you still be there for me? If I no get money, oh, will you still be loving me? If you knew my weakness, will you stand by me? Tí wọ́n bá ń bà mí jẹ́ oṣù máa ṣègbè lẹ́yìn mi. So promise me you'll grow with me and ride with me till the sun goes down. Promise me you'll grow with me and ride with me till the sun goes down.
Baby, when you go, I can be your fire. My love now forever, no go feel retire. If I call your name, baby.
Shall we be seated for the first blessing?
The first lesson for this Lord Jesus service, we shall commence the reading from the book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 1 to 12. The first lesson of the Lord service shall take the readings from the book of Isaiah 56, verses 1 through 4. We really begin. Thus said the Lord, keep ye judgment and do justice, for my salvation is near to come, and my righteousness to be revealed. Blessed is the man that doeth this, and the Son of Man that layeth hold on it, that keepeth the Sabbath from polluting it, and keepeth his hand from doing any evil. Neither let the son of the stranger that hath joined himself to the Lord speak, saying, the Lord hath utterly separated me from his people. Neither let the Enoch say, behold, I am a dry tree. For thus said the Lord unto the Enochs, that keep my Sabbaths and choose the things that please me, and take hold of my covenant. Even unto them will I give in mine house, and within my walls, a place and a name better than of sons and of daughters. I will give them an everlasting name that shall not be cut off. Also, the son of the stranger that joined themselves to the Lord, to serve him and to love the name of the Lord, to be his servants, everyone that keepeth the Sabbath from polluting it, and take hold of my covenant. Verse 7. Even then will I bring to my holy mountain, and make them joyful in my house of prayer. Their burnt offerings and their sacrifice shall be accepted upon my altar. For my house shall be called the house of prayer for all people. The Lord God, which gathered the outcasts of Israel, said, yet will I gather others to him, beside those that are gathered unto him. All ye beasts of the field, come to devour, yea, all ye beasts of the beasts in the forest. His watchmen are blind, they are all ignorant, they are all dumb dogs, they cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
interpretation is, here comes the bride. May God bless you all. Yeah. Now we are starting right now. The good Lord will keep this union. I will ask one of the priests to sanctify the ring for me, then we start cooking. We thank God for His grace. 15, 16 years in the journey. And we thought it faith because the wife is just so good that I'm going to remarry you again. If it's John to remarry me next year again, please we shall invite you. So that means wives, be good to your husband. And they will cherish you forever. The good Lord will bless you. Pray. Now you will remarry this lady right in front of the congregation. And right in front of the priest. And you are all witness. You witnessed it 16 years ago, now we are doing the same thing again. And God will be with you. And God with you. Take the one. Let's take it from there. Brother, our best lady go. Ever me taking a rap change there. That focus here. And you will repeat after me. With this ring, I do the wed you With my body, I honor you. With my possession, I will care for you. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Very good. Why have you all likewise? Where's it at?
Where the camera?
And do likewise. Repeat after me. With this ring, I do reward you. With my body, I honor you. With my possession, I will care for you. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
Therefore, shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they both shall become one. And for the second time in their journey, I now pronounce them by remarrying them again right in front of the congregation as husband and wife. Welcome, Mr. and Mrs. Edeh. Now, don't be shy. You will now kiss. Increase. Really kiss your bride.
Watch out for the
Don't be shy in front of the priest. I'm okay. Come on, get it.
Repeat.
Right in front of the priest.
Amen.
Please sit down and we'll give you a short anthem before we go into the sermon. God bless you. While the answer is in progress, and we get ready to hear the words of God, the words of admonition for the married and to keep the married intact. God bless you.
Now
for Jesus. It's there as we go into the creed and to listen to the word of God. God bless you. It's seated.
Shall we go down on our knees? Let us recite the articles of our belief in creed. I believe in God, Father Almighty, the maker of heaven and earth, and in Jesus Christ, His only Son, our Lord, who was conceived by the Holy Ghost, born of the Virgin Mary, suffered under Pontius Pilate, was crucified, dead and buried. He descended into hell. The third day, He rose again from the dead. He ascended into heaven and seated at the right hand of God, the Father Almighty. Then He shall come to judge the living and the dead. I believe in the Holy Ghost, the celestial Church of Christ, the communion of the saints, the forgiveness of sins, the resurrection of the body, and life everlasting. Amen. Prayer for the Son.
Jesus Christ. Holy Michael, our Father and our Lord, we invite you to our midst as you made yourself available in the first wedding in Galilee. Today, magnify your Son, and let your name be glorified. In the mighty name of Jesus, I pray. Hallelujah. 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 I welcome you to the party of Christ. And I thank the good Lord for this special grace. I bless the couple that are renewing their vow that God will keep their union. Amen. I welcome those that have traveled far and near to rejoice with the Edeh'S family. Your coming to meet with the Lord will not go in vain. Amen. And you will continuously be favored. Amen. As you journey on this year 2019, I decree unto someone's life that shall be well with you. Amen. You will never lack. Amen. You will continue to flourish. Amen. And you will continue to prosper. Amen. It is well with you. Amen. It is well with me. Amen. It is well with the church of the Lord. Thank you one more time for coming. God is your strength. Amen. As the service was in progress, this is a renewal. We are just trying to combine everything together with the service. That is why we have the fourth service, just to reverence God. And along the way, there are lessons for today's service. I will quickly touch on that one briefly, and I will go into the lesson for the wedding proper. But I need to lend your ears and journey with me as the sermon is in progress. Today, you will be blessed. Amen. The first lesson and the second lesson, we shall combine it together. It's all talking about reverencing God and trying as much as possible to hallow the Sabbath day. When you hear the word hallow, which means something that is consecrate, that you consecrate it, to reverence it. When you revere someone, it means that you fear that person, because that person will never let you down. Man will let you down. Friends will let you down. Woman will let you down. Even family will let you down. But I introduce someone to you as you hear my voice that will never let you down in the days of your trouble. In the days of your tribulation, that is always there with you. And that person is no one but Jesus. Of your ship. You can't pilot it yourself. If you pilot it, it will crash. But if you allow Christ to be the pilot, to pilot it for you, he will land you on the safety ground. God bless you as you have come. Now let's go to the reason why you are here today. What is marriage? And why do you have to do that? First and foremost, marriage is ordained. It's an honorable status ordained by God himself before the fall of man. And symbolizing the union between Christ and church. The only essence Christ, both honored and beautiful, with his presence at the wedding in Cana of Galilee, where he performed his first miracle. It is also commended of Apostle Paul to be of great honor among all men. It is an honorable thing between a man and a woman, and should be kept pure. And I'm going to talk about that. Therefore, marriage should not be run into to satisfy the carnal lust. It has to be approached reverently, discreetly, soberly, and in the fear of the Lord, carefully considering the cause for which matrimony was ordained. Marriage is ordained by God. And whatever God established, it is bound to stay. Whatever Satan established, it is bound to crumble. It's of two ways. Hear me well. Wherever Satan established, it is bound to crush or to crumble along the way. But wherever God ordained, it is bound to stay forever till eternity. Thank you, Edeh'S family. Because I could see the radiancy of God in your life. I could see the ambience of God in your life and in your family. And I have no reason to conclude that God has ordained this marriage. 15, 16 years ago, they started the journey. And the journey continues along the way. And in the journey, they are blessed with 2 children, 2 boys. Baby girl is on the way next year. and we shall all invite you again. Because my God is Trinity. God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. So we only have God the Father and the Son right now. The Trinity is on the way. The bride is looking at the shepherd. What are you saying? This family, as I've known them to be so steadfast. I see one thing in this couple. I see steadfastness and I see loyalty. They are loyal to their maker, which is God. They are loyal to the shepherd. They are loyal to the members. I've never had any fight or any quarrel. And journey with me along the way with me. If you're a Christian and you're a regular church goer, you will see some, without even introduce them to you, that they are troublemakers. By their fruits, you will know them. Any church. It has nothing to do with them. Any church, any organization. They are there. That sometimes it gets to this stage for the priest and say, how I wish that they are not member of my church. Because the trouble is always one way or the other. But this couple's life is not like that. They reverence their God and they worship. They worship and they pray together. And I've witnessed their joy, their progress along the way, and I thank God on their behalf. And God will continue to bless them. Amen. Their first son was Christian in this church, which means it's been a long way. Their second son was Christian in this church as well. That could tell you the steadfastness. They come, they worship, they mind their own business. And I say to someone that is hearing me, when you are before your Lord, mind your business. Stick to what you have come to face. Face the altar, face the cross. It is then you will decree and it will answer. Don't join evil corrupts to corrupt yourself. Don't join evil people to put yourself in total disarray. That is why Psalm 1 says, blessed is the man that walketh upright, that keep his feet from mischief, that do not partake in any slanderous way whatsoever. Always have that in mind that you are going before your maker, you are going to worship, you are not going to gossip, or you are not going to cause any confusion, you are not going to cause any commotion, but you are going to receive. Once you have that premise, and you come with that one mind, once you face and you decree, it shall be well with you. Some goes to church to gossip. Some are not happy when they are not gossiping. Some are not happy when they cannot tell lies. Some are not happy when they cannot backbite. But all these are evil ways. Until you eschew yourself from it, it will be difficult for you to receive. And that is why many keep on counting years. Many a time we shout Happy New Year, and before you realize the year will run to an end, and you still not achieve anything. Something is wrong somewhere. Until you make a U-turn and you embrace it, it is there, be there for you. I will start with you, my sister, the bride, Sister Amata. These are the reasons why so many marriages crush. It is ordained by God, and there are guidelines, there are rules, there are regulations that will make marriage stay. Once you deviate from what God has ordained, then the marriage is leading towards area to crash. And that is what is happening nowadays. But once you put it into practice, what God says, and we continue to endure, the marriage will continue to, before you realize you will do 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, and if you continue, you will do 20. It will not stop there, you continue to do 30. It still continue, you will do 40. He continued, if God 30, you will do 50 because you have kept what God has ordained you, has charged you to do. Ramata, listen to me well. No, be serious. Today is your day. This is your 15th year of wedding. God that has kept your home this far will never leave you alone. Amen. But hear what God says. In Ephesians chapter 5, from verse 21, Christ says something about submission. And this little word, submission, is where many women fail. It's where what leads to many divorce. Bible ordained you and charged you to be submissive to your husband because he is the head of the house. But nowadays, even the husband take it in a different way. They take submission as being a slave. Submission is you reverence, you respect your husband. And you keep him alive, you support his doings. You be there for him when he's down. You encourage him to rise up. Not that he's down, instead of sweet words, he's causing nagging. And the Bible says, who is ready to marry a nagging woman? And that's why the Bible says, you must be submissive to your husband. He said it. I know you are someone that is submissive. And I want you to do it more. Even 1 Peter 3 verse 6 says, as Sarah called Abraham, the husband, my Lord. He says, so also wife to reverence their husband. If I will say with a show of hand for all the married women, that look unto his husband and say, my Lord, your breakfast is ready. With a show of hand. So if you are not doing it, one hear me well. When you get up tonight, husband, if you are hearing me, tell them that a priest in celestial God of fire, Christ said, and I want you to start practicing. Tomorrow morning, when you are preparing breakfast for your husband, say, my Lord, your breakfast is ready. And husband, if a member of this church, they don't do it, report them to me. And husband, if you are sharing my phone, if you have my email address, email me. It seems funny, but I'm going somewhere. That is the lowest ebb, the utterly respect that you can give someone. And believe me, once the husband hears that, in the African culture, that husband will empty his pocket. Everything that he had. Say, my wife? Wow. What do you want today? Well, I don't need much. I only need $200. I'll make it $500. I'm talking about submission. But guess what? Many marriages have crashed because of this simple fact. We look at ourselves and we usurp others' authority. You are no longer the wife. The wife will now take the position of the husband, and there will be chaos in the house. There will be confusion. The marriage will be in total disarray. To the extent Satan will creep in, and they will start fighting. Even right in front of the children. And the children will grow by because you are a role model to your children. They copy what you do. You are a role model to them. They grow by it. And once they get married, they'll be doing likewise. Because you have instituted something that is wrong because you don't keep the ordinance of God. Ramata is submissive. Brother, If tomorrow she doesn't say, my Lord, report her. It seems funny. And when you put all these two into practice, hear me well. And that is why Proverbs 14 verse 1, I'm still talking to you. Listen. That's why Proverbs 14:1 says, a wise woman will keep her own house. In the process of doing it, maybe your friend stumbling one that's in this new age, this United States of America, you are calling your husband my Lord. Come on, it's going to take you for a ride. Tell them, mind your business. And that is where Proverbs 14:1 will continue to be your portion, that a good, wise woman keep her own house. God will give you the spirit. Will give you the strength to keep your house. As God has been with you this far, for these 15 years, Satan will not disturb your marriage. Any satanic influence that want to put you into that disarray, they will be born with fire of heaven. You shall be well with your soul. Take care of your home. Take care of your children. Be there for your husband. Let his own reasons be your reason. Occasionally, he might come home, might get so tired, he might be frustrated at work. Don't see it as an offense. Let it cool down. After a while, go to him. You might say, hello, is working. Don't take it as she's snubbing you. Keep it cool and go thereafter. But some are not patient enough. You don't know what women go through out there. And once we come out, we come in, and you feel everything will be rosy, and the anger is still there. If you try to show it, you will feel that it snubs you. And if you don't take it easy and exercise patience and exercise God's guidance, you might lose your marriage because of that. Take time to study your husband more and more. Take time to study what he needs, what he wants, and be there for him. This is funny. Another vital thing that crashes marriage. Some pastors are shy to say it, but I will say it before everybody, for those going to keep your home, and for those that are about to engage in this marriage. It's what God himself has ordained, and that is sex. Many marriages have crashed. You don't hold your body. You don't give excuse to your husband. Many like that, because if it's excuse one day, oh, one day I'm tired, and it goes on for about 7 days, only we go out somewhere and satisfy himself. And before you realize, Satan has crept in, and the marriage will crash. However, some men are crazy. That they want to even go almost 73 hours. But play is cool. My prayer will be answered. God is your strength, and God will give you the spirit to keep your home. To my brother, God bless you. Keep up the good work. Don't be seated today is your day. I will talk to you too. 15 years, you are renewing your wedding vow. Don't say because she has given you 2 children, and probably another one is on the way. Amen. Don't say because of that, and she has become an old woman. That's a mistake. What happens to women? Always look your wife as the youngest and the most beautiful woman in the world. She might give you 10, 15 children. That does not make her old. Always look at her as the best. In the African language, in Nigeria, we say nepa. That is so spontaneous. Yes, she must be spontaneous. She must be a little bit skinny by the time you marry her. But because you have showered her so much with your resources, and she kept increasing in size. And one day you look at her, You are not the woman I married for 10, 20 years ago. What happened to you? Please, keep it up, keep going.
Keep moving.
That's the gift of God. Appreciate it and keep going. And you must trust your wife. Trust is what keeps marriage going. You know your wife when you marry her. You know what you did to finally get her. Before a lady gets married, almost about 3, 7, if not 10 men will be chasing after that one lady. But guess what? Only one man will wear that crown. And men will struggle so hard that there's no ain't going nowhere. I will do everything. She's going to be mine. That same struggle you struggle. The Spirit has just confirmed that. That same struggle that you struggled 15, 16 years ago, that says she's not going anywhere, she's going to be mine. There's something that you see in her. That something must still continue to resonate in your brain. A foolish man will leave his wife home and be going out alone every weekend. He's looking for something. Go out with your wife.
That's right.
Enjoy yourself. If possible, I remember when I was young, when I was a teenager, my bachelor's life before God calls us, I love going to movie. I watch a lot of movie. I've taken first lady to movie and we watch Love in Tokyo. And 3 months from now, my marriage will be 38 years to the same woman. Remember that day. Because she's married and she has given you children does not mean she's old. Go out with her. Go out to the restaurant. Enjoy yourself. Let people see you that wherever you go, she's always there. So as a result, Satan will flee from you. Don't be in Joseph's house, or not Joseph. Don't be in Mary's house. And you call your wife and say, honey, I'm just leaving the church right now. Because she knows that you are steadfast. She will believe. And you are somewhere else with Mary. That leads to a crash in marriage. And once you keep to that, to be well with your soul. Go out together, play together, let your children see that the marriage is ordained by God, because you are living a shining example. When they grow up, they will remember that I remember my parents. I never had them fight 1 second. I remember my parents. I never see any visitor coming to intervene to settle rift amongst them. So you are a shining example to your parents, to your children, because they copy you, and you must be a good role model. Go out with your wife. I remember one day, as I'm about to round up, I was invited to a party, sir. It was a birthday party / wedding like this. They were in the reception. Sometimes along the way before the living is over. Sometimes around 12 a.m. or 12:30, my spirit just asked me to leave the environment. I suddenly develop a goosebump. And I don't want the couples to feel that I'm living while the party is still hot. And I always go with my wife. Those that knows me know that anywhere Mary goes, you will see Daddy as well. We go to party together. And when I travel, especially to Nigeria, I don't travel alone. So you not leave room for fornication. We get to this party, the party was hot, sir. But my spirit was telling me to leave. And I whispered to my wife. I said, you know what we're going to do? In the middle of the night, I will go out first. So that the couples, they will not see that we are living at the same time. Within 5 minutes, make sure you meet me outside. As soon as I get to the parking lot, I stood beside my truck. This lady, Mami Waters, I don't know where she comes from. She's fair and very beautiful. All those chicken legs lady, they will not disarray your marriage. And she was approaching me at the middle of the night. And I will say what she says in my mother's tongue and I will interpret. He said, Ekalesa, I'm waiting for my wife. She was approaching me. Good evening, sir. Are you looking for someone? She's so beautiful. From head to toe, there was no contour. That's a polo shot once. Sir, are you looking for someone? I'm not looking for someone. I'm waiting for my wife. And immediately she gave. One girl before leaving the over. Really? And she made a quick U-turn. As she was making that U-turn, guess what? My honey was just coming to me. I got in my truck. I cranked my truck off to home. Yeah. I'm going somewhere it says funny. That's the more reason why don't leave room for Satan. That's the more reason why that you go out with your wife. There are those that Satan has infiltrated their mind. Theirs is just to disturb things that are okay. As God says, Satan is not your friend. He comes to destroy and to kill. But for someone, man, that goes alone by himself, guess what? That day is the day. And once intimacy occurs, it might be difficult for you to entangle yourself. You get in there, you can't get out. And homes that are peaceful, that the children are looking onto as an epitome of good homes, it is now fight and chaos because you have allowed Satan to creep in. That will never be your portion. Amen. Take her out sometimes. Watch Love in Tokyo if it's still around. If not, do whatever you want to do. And let your children see that you are good morning. But the good thing is, trust is what counts. I bless your marriage. And I say thank you, Father, for how far He has kept you. He will never leave you alone. He will continue to be your shield. And He will continue to guide your step. I'm speaking to someone that is still single. God has not forgotten you. But the Bible says your ways are not my ways. And your thoughts are not my thoughts. The right spouse, the right partner is on the way. Only you just have to be steadfast and keep going and reverence your body and preserve your body. And we continue to come out to God and He will answer your prayer. For the single man, the right woman is on the way. But you pray and be fervent, and it will never leave you. For those that are married, God will keep your hope for you. God will never forsake you. If the marriage is rocky, because of the grace of today, God will strengthen you. He shall walk with you. For all those that are married for so long, and Satan is not happy, Satan will continue not to be happy. And God will continue to shield you and be your strength. But to the woman, hear me well. It's not too bad. And it's nothing wrong. If you see that your home is not okay, repair your home quickly. You don't want your husband wants before you marry. Let them have a misunderstanding. Get home and turn the TV on and tell the children to go to their bed and look at each other from eyeball to eyeball and say, only tonight we will settle this. We are not like this 3 years ago. Why have you allowed Satan? Why have I allowed Satan to destabilize what God has ordained? This is not okay. If there is anything whatsoever that I have done wrong, I'm teaching you something that will repair the mind. If there is anything whatsoever that I have done wrong, for those that are not from the African culture, when a woman nails down to her husband, that is totally, utterly respect. I want you to forgive and forget and down on my knees, please forgive me. No matter how crazy that man might be, will rise up and lift you up. And the rest is history. If guy is not taking another baby, might be on the way before you. As a result, you keep your home. And things will be okay. Your marriage will be so blissful. Your marriage will be so flourishing. And you will enjoy the fruit of the womb. If you are still married and you are still counting, you still haven't gotten any children, God has not forgotten you. He will prune your womb and you will become fruitful. It shall be well with you. It shall be well with your soul. One more time, this time, Mrs. Edeh, I congratulate you on this anniversary. I say it is well. Satan will have no impact on you. To the family, to the brother, to the best man, to the father of Martha in absentia, to all the, that's another best lady that I couldn't even recognize. I have to brush my eyes. He's a member of my church. God will bless you. I admire this and I cherish you, and I pray God keep you alive. And to only God the glory. God is your strength.
Can we go down our name? Jehovah, Jesus Christ, Holy Michael.
To consummate their reunion, along with the family members, they are not taking this all the way. The couples, the family members, and elders in the altar, and the female elders. The rest you wait for your turn. I forgot to congratulate the little bride. I would like to celebrate your wedding as well. You look so beautiful. I can't wait for that day, but wait, don't rush them. You will finish primary school, you will finish middle school, you will finish high school, you will finish college. You make a little bit of money before we do it, okay? God bless you. So we will do the Holy Communion exercise. Then thereafter, there will be thanks offering. The couple will come back, only to offering, general for the church. And the couple, while we are doing the general offering, the couple will go out and change to their native attire. And they will dance inside again, and I want everybody to dance. All you have to do is just watch the way they are doing it and do likewise. So simple. African dance is so simple. Just take a moment, take a deep breath, look at the way they lift up their hand, do likewise. If they bend down, before you realize you are in tune. Then we come back for the second offering, then bring everything to a close, then we go to the reception at the reception. Thank you, and God bless you. Be ready for a few minutes for the Holy Communion exercise. Shall administer the couple, the family members, thereafter the female elders, and that will be it. If there's any male elder that want to join after the couples, want to do it quick. Right now, the couples, please step forward.